Okay, so hey guys, today we'll be looking at how to solve linear equations. So I hope you're ready. Alright, so just a bit of housewarming. We need to know a few stuff. So like a linear equation follows the form that you can see here. Y is equal to mx plus c, and each letter here actually means something. So y is the coordinate point and so is x. So let's say we have like points 2, 3. 2 would be the x coordinate, 3 would be the y coordinate, and we could go through this a bit more when we get to coordinate geometry. So I just want you to know that literally when plotting a graph, let's say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this is the y-axis, this is the x-axis, so that would be 0, the point here. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we're supposed to plot the point 2, 3, it would be 2 on the x, so you'd find 2, and 3 on the y, so it would be about right here. And this point here would be what is represented by 2 and 3. So literally the value of y would be 3, the value of x would be 2. M is the gradient or the slope of the line, the straight line, and C is what we call as the Y-intercept. And the Y-intercept is literally the point at which, let's say you draw a line. Let me draw a line. So let's say that's our line. It is the point at which the line drawn on your graph cuts the y-axis or passes through the y-axis. So it's basically the value of y when the x value is 0, because here x is 0 and we go up on the y to about that point, which looks like 2. So in this case, judging by this line, the y-intercept or the value of c would be 2. Now those are just some examples. So basically, whenever you see an equation in the form that can be written like this, where y is equal to mx plus c, then you know that that is a straight line. However, when it comes down to solving linear equations, I'm going to show you something called the balancing method. And the general rule of thumb is that whenever or whatever rather you do on one side of an equation, you must do the same thing on the opposite side to keep the equation equal, or what we say as homogeneous. So let's say we have that same equation, y is equal to mx plus c. Let's say we end up adding 3 to this side of the equation. We'll also have to add 3 to the other side. That was kind of an impractical example, but I wanted it to be explicitly obvious what I'm doing. That's why I chose 3. But we're going to see as we go along how we're going to use that method. And also what I want you to keep in mind is opposites of operations. So you're going to see where we have to get rid of something from one side of the equation and get it on the other side of the equation. And the sides of an equation, or an equation is divided by an equal sign. So what's over here would be the left side equal the right side. And so the equal side sign is what basically divides the equation into the left and right side. So at the end of the day, you want the left side to always be equal to the right side to ensure that the mathematical statement stays true. So when I say that we're going to do opposites of operations, you're going to find out that in order to move something from the left side to the right side or from the right side to the left side, if you're adding or originally adding, you'll do the opposite to get rid of it, which is subtract. And if you're multiplying, you'll do the opposite of that, which is divide, to get rid of it. And similarly, if you're subtracting, you'll add to get rid of it, and if you're dividing, you'll multiply to get rid of it. So let's just put all that I've said now into perspective by trying a few examples. Okay, so A says we should calculate or solve for x if we have the equation x minus 3 is equal to 5. So again, this is the left side and this is the right side. And we basically want to get letters or the letter x on one side and all the numbers on the other side. Whenever you're doing these types of questions, always remember letters on one side and the numbers on the other side. So in this case, you want to get x by itself. I'll let it stay on the left since it's already positive, and just basically move that -3 over to the other side. So here, x minus 3 is equal to 5. What we need to do is get rid of this 3. Seeing that it's a -3, we're basically subtracting 3. We're going to do the opposite of this operation in order to get rid of the 3, which is add 3. So we're going to end up with x minus 3 plus 3 being equal to 5. And remember the general rule of thumb, whatever we do on one side, we have to do to the other side. So seeing that we added 3, we have to add 3 on this side as well. What's going to happen is the 3's here will cancel each other out. -3 and +3 is the same as 3 minus 3, which is 0. So we'll just have x being equal to 5 plus 3, which is 8. So in this case, x is equal to 8. So that's that. Let's try the other one, where B says we're going to work with 3x being equal to 9. Now, it's important that you know that 3x can also be written as 3 multiplied by x, right? So 3 multiplied by x is equal to 9. And remember, we're trying to get x by itself, or we're going to try to move that 3 away from the side so that letters are on one side and, numbers on the other side of the equation. So seeing that we're multiplying by 3 here, in order to get rid of 3, we'll have to do the opposite of the operation, which is divide. So we'll put 3x over 3, and what we do to one side of the equation, we have to do to the other side. So we'll divide 9 by 3 as well. These 3's will cancel out to become 1, which is 1 times x, which is simply just x. And 9 over 3, or 9 divided by 3, is 3, because 3 goes into 9 3 times. 3 3 is 9. So for this one, x is equal to 3. Let's do some more. Now here we have x over 3 is equal to 2. X over 3 is the same as x divided by 3. And in order to get rid of this 3, to get just x, we'll have to multiply by 3 on both sides. So x divided by 3 multiplied by 3 is equal to 2. And remember, what we do on one side, we have to do to the other side. So we'll have to multiply by 3 here as well in order to keep the equation equal. These 3's will cancel each other, and x will be equal to 2 times 3, which is 6. So for this one, x is equal to 6. Let's try another one. They're getting a bit more complex, but that's no worries, right? So 3x plus 1 is equal to 4. The easier thing to do here is to get rid of this 1 first. And seeing that we're adding 1 in order to get rid of it, we'll have to, I know you know this one, subtract 1. Very good. So 3x plus 1 minus 1 is equal to 4. And whatever we do out to one side, we have to do to the other side. So minus 1 as well. These ones will basically cancel each other out, and we'll be left with 3x being equal to 3. 4 minus 1 is 3. Now remember, 3x can be written as 3 multiplied by x, and that will be equal to 3. And we just want x by itself, so we'll have to divide by 3 here. And what we do to one side, we do to the other side as well, so we'll divide 3 by 3. These cancel each other out, and x is equal to 1. Because 3 divided by 3 is equal to 1. So x is equal to 1. So try to work these out before I do, right? And try to get them. Let's see, x divided by 2, or x over 2 plus 3 is equal to 4. Again, get rid of this first. Let's do the additions, the subtractions first, because that's easier. So x over 2 plus 3, seeing that we're adding 3, to get rid of it, we'll have to subtract 3, and that's equal to 4. Whatever we do to one side, we do to the other side, so we'll subtract 3 as well. These cancel each other out, and we've reduced to x over 2, or x divided by 2, is equal to 4 minus 3, which is 1. And so in order to get rid of this 2, x over 2 is the same as x divided by 2, so it's easier to multiply by 2, or we should just multiply by 2. And 2 will cancel 2, leaving us with x being equal to 1 multiplied by 2, which is 2. So x here is equal to 2. Okay, let's try the final equation. Let's see if I can make some space for myself. Hope I don't move these too close. Doesn't really matter. So f, we have 3x plus 2 is equal to 2x plus 6. And again, we're trying to get letters on one side and say numbers on one side. So seeing that we've been working with letters on the left and numbers on the right, we'll just keep doing that, right? So I'll move this 2 first. So 3x plus 2, in order to get rid of this 2, we'll minus 2, and that will be equal to 2x plus 6 minus 2. Now we can simplify. We'll get rid of this, and we'll be left with 3x being equal to 2x plus 6 minus 2. 6 minus 2 is 4, and that would be positive 4. So yeah, now we have a 2x on this side. I'll just try to move it over here, and seeing that that's positive 2x, in order to get rid of it, we'll minus 2x from this side of the equation. And seeing that we'll minus 2x here, we'll minus 2x over on the left as well. So 3x minus 2x is equal to 2x minus 2x, don't forget it, plus 4. Excuse my handwriting. And so 3x minus 2x is equal to just x, which is, or you could say 1x, which is simply just x. And so x is equal to 4, because 2x cancels 2x, and we're left with just the 4, the positive 4. Now, if you have trouble like subtracting numbers like 3x minus 2x, just think about it. If you have 3 pencils and you take away 2 pencils, then you'll only have 1 pencil left. So let's say x is a pencil. So 3 pencils minus 2 pencils is equal to 1 pencil, right? Similarly, if you have 3 x's and you take 2 x's from that, you'll have only one x. So think about it as, say, a statement rather than just numbers, right? And letters. So x here is equal to 4. All right, let's try some more. All right, x plus 3 is equal to 5. Try to work them out before me. So x plus 3 is equal to 5. We'll try to get rid of the 3 here. And so seeing that it's a positive 3, or we're adding 3, in order to get rid of it, we'll subtract 3. So x plus 3 minus 3 is equal to 5 minus 3, right? These 3's will cancel each other out, and we'll be left with x being equal to 5 minus 3, which is 2. So x is equal to 2. Similarly for b, 5x is equal to 15. 5x can be written as 5 multiplied by x. So if 5 multiplied by x is equal to 15, seeing that we're multiplying, in order to get rid of this 5, we'll do the opposite operation, which is divide. So we'll divide by 5 on both sides. And you'll get that 5 into 5 is 1, 5 into 5 is 1 here. So we'll have just x being equal to 5 into 5, 1, 5 into 15 is 3. So 3 5s 15, so x here is equal to 3. C. We have x over 4 is equal to 5. And here, x over 4 is the same as x divided by 4. So in order to get rid of this 4, you'll multiply by 4, right? So x divided by 4, to get rid of that 4, we'll multiply by 4, and that's equal to 5. And what we do on one side, we have to do to the other side. So we multiplied by 4, so we'll multiply by 4 here as well. These 4's will cancel each other out, and x will be equal to 5 times 4, which is 20. So x is equal to 20. For D, we have 2x minus 1 is equal to 1. Now again, it's easier to get rid of this first, so we'll do just that. So 2x, my brain just glitched. I'm so sorry. So 2x minus 1, and seeing that that's a negative 1, the opposite operation would be plus 1. So we'll add 1 to this side, and seeing that we would add, we have to add 1 to this side as well. And so these cancel each other out, and we're left with 2x being equal to 1 plus 1, which is 2. But we need the equation to read as x is equal to, so we need to get rid of that 2 that is literally sitting beside that x. And remember, 2x can be written as 2 multiplied by x. And so if 2 multiplied by x is equal to 2, to get rid of that 2, we can do the opposite operation, which is divide, and we'll divide by 2. So 2 into 2 goes like once. So x therefore would be equal to 1. These 2's will cancel as well, so 2 into 2 is 1. So x is equal to 1. Let's try E. So x over 3 plus 4 is equal to 5. I hope you're following. So again, it's easier to get rid of this first, so we'll do just that. So x divided by 3 plus 4, seeing that that's plus 4, we'll do the opposite operation, which is minus 4, and that would be equal to 5 minus 4, because we need to keep the equation equal. So if we take away 4 from this side, we have to take 4 from the other side as well. So now we'll be left with x divided by 3 is equal to 5 from 5 minus 4, which is 4 from 5, which is 1. C. And so x divided by 3, we need to get rid of that 3. And to get rid of this 3, we will do the opposite of the operation which is being done right now. So x divided by 3, to get rid of that 3, we'll multiply by 3. What you do to one side, you do to the other side. And so that cancels that. And x is equal to 1 times 3, which is 3. So x is equal to 3. And f here, the final one on this page, 5x minus 2 is equal to x plus 6, right? And let's see what we can do. Want to get the letters on one side again and the numbers on the other side, right? So again, I'll just keep letters on the left and numbers on the right. You can do it however way you want to. If you feel comfortable enough, you'll get the same answer no matter what side you put them on. So here it's a minus 2, so to get rid of it, we will do the opposite of subtracting, which is adding. So we'll add 2. So 5x minus 2 plus 2 plus 2 is equal to x plus 6 plus 2. So 2 cancels 2, and we're left with 5x being equal to x plus 6 plus 2. 6 plus 2 is equal to, good, hope you got it, 8. Nice. And let's get this x over here. So seeing that that's a positive x, to get rid of it, we would subtract x from this side of the equation. So if we leave that right now, x minus x plus 8, and what we do to one side, we have to do to the other side, so we'll subtract x over here as well. These x's will cancel each other out, and we would be left with 5x minus x, which is minus 1x. We just don't write the 1 in front of it, so it's 5 minus 1, which would be 4x, right? And 4x is equal to 8. Now, 4x can be written as 4 multiplied by x is equal to 8. So in order to get rid of this 4, we will divide by 4. And what we do to one side, we'll have to do to the other side as well. So these 4's cancel, leaving you with just x. And 4 into 4, 1. 4 into 8 goes twice. So x, therefore, is equal to 2. So I hope you got those. Let's try some more, right? Okay, let's try these. So x plus 4 is equal to 11. We'll try to get rid of the 4 first. So x plus 4, seeing that that's plus 4, we will minus 4 to get rid of it, is equal to 11. And what we do to one side, we have to do to the other side. So we'll subtract 4 as well from that side. So if we continue, the 4's will cancel each other out. X would therefore be equal to 11 minus 4, which is 7. So x here is equal to 7. For b, 4x is equal to 12. 4x can be written as 4 multiplied by x is equal to 12. Seeing that we're multiplying, the opposite operation would be to divide by 4. So if we divide by 4 on both sides, we would get x being equal to 4 into 3, which 4 into 12, which is 3 times. So 3. X is equal to 3. I hope by now you've gotten the hang of it. If not, you can always reach out to me and let me know. I'll try to help you. So x over 4 is equal to 6. X over 4 can be written as x divided by 4. Say it with me. X divided by 4. So in order to get rid of the 4, we will have to multiply by 4. Nicely done. So x over 4 multiplied by 4 is equal to 6. What's next? Nice, multiply by 4. So 4 cancels 4, leaving you with x being equal to 6 times 4, which is 24. So x is equal to 24. Nice. So the next one is 3x minus 3 is equal to 12. Nice. So with that said, let's see if you remember. So we're going to get rid of this first. So 3x minus 3 minus 3, or is it plus 3? Plus 3. Hope you got that. This is a negative 3. So to get rid of it, we'll have to add 3. And so that would be equal to 12. What we do on one side, we have to do on the other side. So we'll add 3 on this side as well. These 3's cancel each other, so we're left with only 3x on this side. So 3x is equal to 12 plus 3, which is 15. 3x can be written as 3 multiplied by x, and that's equal to 15. And to get rid of this 3, we'll do the opposite operation of multiplication, which is division. So we'll divide by 3 on both sides. 3's cancel each other, so we're left with just x. And x is equal to 15 over 3, or 15 divided by 3, which is 5. Alright, nice. So x is equal to 5. For e, x over 4 minus 1 is equal to 1. And let's continue. What are we going to do first? Nice, get rid of this 1. So x over 4 minus 1, seeing that that's a minus 1, to get rid of it, we plus 1, right? And that's equal to 1 plus 1. Great. Now these 1's cancel each other out, so we're left with x over 4, which is x divided by 4, being equal to 2. And we'll simply multiply by 4 on both sides. Firstly, to get rid of the 4 on this side, so we have only x. And to keep the equation equal, we do the same thing on the opposite side. So x is equal to 8. Nice. Right, final one. 4x, that is 4x, right? Yeah, plus 3 is equal to 3x plus 7. Again, we'll try to get numbers on one side by itself and the letter x by itself on the other side. Let's see. Let's move this plus 3 first. Again, it doesn't really matter what you want to move. Just ensure that everything with an x is on one side and everything without an x is on the other side, right? So 4x plus 3, seeing that that's plus 3, to get rid of it, we'll minus 3. And that's equal to 3x plus 7. And what we do to one side, we do to the other side. So we'll minus 3 over here as well. These 3's will cancel each other out, and we'd be left with 4x being equal to 3x plus 7 minus 3. That's positive 4, so that's plus 4, right? And now we'll try to get this 3x over here. And to do that, seeing that this is a positive 3x, we'll subtract 3x from the right side, which is this side, and we'll have to subtract it from the left as well. So what we'd have is 4x and 3x minus 3x plus 4. And seeing that we subtracted 3x, we have to subtract 3x from 4x as well, right? That's why I left the space. So 4 minus 3, that's 1, so it's just x, right? So x is equal to, these 3x's cancel each other out, x is equal to 4. And we're done. Alright? So for this, x is equal to 4. Thanks for watching, guys. If you need more practice, you can always visit my website at younggeniusofficial.com to become a member and to check out what else I have for free. Also, don't forget to like this video and to subscribe to my YouTube channel. My socials are also linked in the description down below. So until next time, bye guys.